How we doing, Point Park Pioneers? We're back for another Valorant match today. My name is Billy Bob J. Steve, aka Mason. Ricky.
Sorry, I was drinking a Red Bull. Sponsored by Red Bull, by the way. Yep. This
Got
is
the
Ricky,
Red Bull.
and we're bringing content to you as always.
Content as always. We got another Val match for you guys today. We're going to be playing the University of Albany today.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a really good match. Going to be a good match today. Feeling it today. I'm feeling it today.
Yeah, I'm excited. I wasn't able to be there for last week's game, and that took part of my soul. I'm not gonna lie, broke my heart.
That broke my heart too. I wasn't here too, man, and I was like, dang.
When I heard it was
dang, that was a rough one.
Yeah,
that
was.
A rough
it was a pretty rough game for Point Park, but we're bouncing back, and this will be second to last game of the season, possibly.
Oh, dang.
And so it's a pretty important game for Point Park. They kind of have to win this in order to hopefully have a shot for playoffs if Scarlet loses a game. But otherwise, we would just be ending off hopefully 5-1. Hopefully
5-1. That would be the dream.
In the
That's
regular
a dream.
season. And so
it's a doable dream. It's a doable dream. I believe in it.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I'm just excited to see what we're going to be playing, because we are going to be playing Lotus first map.
Is our first map, baby.
I'm quite excited for that, because I feel like Lotus is always a curveball, because it's still relatively new. I think we're about like a month in going into this new map, and for it to be first map, especially since both teams, they're probably going to be warming up, still trying to get used to how both teams get used to their styles of gameplay, and also warming up just with shots and stuff. But then you're also playing Lotus, to where strategies, they might not be as conditioned or as perfect as, like, say a map as like Haven or like Ascent or like Splits, where they've been out for so long that like the play styles and the gameplay and the synergy of the team is nearly perfect, just because the map's been out for so long. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see just what's going to happen. I know we're going to see Habibi's Chamber.
I mean, that worked so well last time we played Lotus. Amazing. That worked very well. We love to see it.
Yeah, no, it was but then again, going off of last game, let's just talk about last game for a little bit against Scarlet. That was rough. It seemed like they were really struggling to try and make any sort of plays when it came to especially when it came to defense. Sort of say it was still played well, but I mean, Scarlet, when it came to attacking, it seems like what we thought might have been defender side for Lotus, it definitely was. They made it look like as if Lotus was attacker side. I mean, they had so much pressure, and it just seemed like Point Park was giving a lot of space. And so I think for today, I definitely want to see Point Park take more gunfights and be a little bit more confident in their shots when it comes to swinging. Especially when it comes to swinging angles. So
absolutely. And we got the room cam up right now. I mean, the boys are getting ready.
Those cuties, man.
Look at the coach in the center there, making some chats.
But the Spirit, Spirit's looking good. Everybody's looking relaxed. Everybody's looking like they're just ready to play the game out. So
I'm ready too, man. I'm ready too.
I'm ready.
I love Lotus.
Yeah.
I was one of those people who were like, you know what, Lotus. Dog map. Map. As soon as I played my first death match on Lotus, I was like, dog. Like, no.
No, that's
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Seeing the guys play Lotus, it's just like any other map. You got to get used to it for a little bit first. You got to work out the kinks. You got to work out those doors, especially the shootable ones on Lotus. Got to work on those correct plant sites, because with the site being so small, you got to be careful on where you plant your spike.
But definitely playing on C as well. It seems like, and that was the thing that Scarlet played. I want to say, like, their best site that they played on attack was C. You have that plant that's a little bit towards a attacker side C, to where you just play that and you hold that angle, and it makes it nearly impossible. And they had so many lineups. They had the Sova, they had the Astra, and they had the KJ. It seems like those three agents are just really, really good for Lotus, like, in general. And they had a lot of lineups. And so I think
it's a lot of intel out as well.
And honestly, KJ seems like that's KJ is a must in every single team comp. Like right now, it's just a great pick. She's really solid with the utility, and of course the turret. The turret's always gonna be good, and that ultimate Ultimate's good, but when it comes to this high level gameplay that we're seeing, I mean, you have the Sova that can counter, you have the Brim. I wouldn't mind seeing Clark's Brim today. I wouldn't mind it, or the Omen, but if we put him on Astra, then
we know he's working.
Yeah, we know he's putting in work regardless.
He can work. Yeah, he can work a good Astra.
Astra is,
but
Astra
Brimstone's
is really
also
good.
not a bad pick. You got
Exactly.
You don't have as many smokes. I mean, like the maximum amount of smokes you can have with Astra is like what, 5, and that's if you regard the rest of her UTIP, which is you got to be careful about that.
It's because the smokes that come back.
But Brim, compared to other agents who only have like 2 smokes or like such and such kind of smokes, Brim has 3 smokes that you can get right off the bat that blocks out so much on an attacker or a defender side that can block out your enemy very, very fastly. You also have the Stim Beacon, which, you know,
I mean, Stim Beacon is all right. It could be really, really good for that attacker side. They do that kind of rush, especially on eco rounds. So it could work for that. But then you also have, of course, the Molly, a godsend for like lineups when you're playing the post plant or just stopping attackers when you're on defender side with the Molly. It stops everything. You can't walk through it. It takes so much damage. But then also, this is a shot in the dark, but like, for some reason, I just want to see Viper. I don't know what my problem is right now, but like just this past week.
We haven't seen Viper in a while.
Yeah,
enemy or
Viper.
PPU Viper.
Yeah, I kind of miss Viper. She's not really.
And Viper's not bad.
Really been played. Yeah.
Viper's really not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like you have that wall that can cover an entire site. Like that becomes very, very crucial.
But definitely for Lotus, we're definitely going to be seeing. We should be seeing Chamber. We should be seeing, of course, Rays. We're going to be seeing Yoshi's Rays, the Yoshi factor. It's crazy. It's nuts. And then we're also, but for Creep, he's a very, I want to say a very unique player from Point Park because we can use him kind of anywhere. You can use him as Breach, use him as KO, but then you can also use him as a little bit, what champ, I said champ. Oh my gosh, I played too much.
No!
Agents.
Don't go to League, brother.
Oh my.
This is not League.
Oh my goodness. Agents. But actually.
But I mean, like, look at this map. It looks really, really beautiful. And we are just coming into the pick phase right now. We get to see, and there's the chamber. There's the chamber. It hasn't been picked yet. But it looks like we're going back to old reliable last time we saw.
I would have liked to see Sova,
Lotus.
though. I would have liked to see Sova along with maybe take Sova out. Actually, no, take Chamber out and put in Sova because there's so much more util along with the KJ and Astra. But maybe I should be thinking that because I mean Scarlet, that's what they did, and that just like it just worked out so well, especially with the shock darts.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. But nonetheless, we have the Chamber. I mean, there's still, even though Chamber might not be as dependable as he was in the past. Still have the ultimate.
And we're still very balanced no matter what. I mean, we have Raze's util, we have Killjoy's util, we have Astra, and we have Breach. Overall, very, very balanced. You got one of each role on the team, which is, I think, very, very vital no matter what. I mean, and you also got double Sentinel, which if we are starting out on defense, which I think we're actually starting out on attack.
Yes, we are going to be on attack.
Either way, when it switches over to defense, 2 Sentinels are going to be very, very crucial, especially when you're holding down 3 sites. And especially if the attacker sides like to use B as a way to go over to A or C.
Exactly.
I mean, like using either Chamber's Eye.
Mason, is that what I think it is?
No.
I called it. I literally said last week, I was like, are they going to pull out, is any team going to pull out Gecko in this tournament?
Way.
Since Gecko is able to be played in this tournament this week, it was cleared to play, but I didn't. Oh my goodness.
It's
a Gecko.
Nuts.
But this is so interesting. We're seeing a Omen, they have Gecko, Cypher, and they have Raze. This is a very strong, I want to say a very strong defense that they have because oh my gosh.
Gecko.
Too much League. Oh my gosh. Gecko. Seeing Gecko, I mean, this is a lot. It's a lot of util. You have the monster that can go out. He does a splat. And I think of it, I always compare it as the Mario Kart with the ink. If you've ever played Mario Kart, if you ever had a childhood, then you know what I'm talking about. But, and then you also have Gecko's ult, which I don't recall any changes being to that ultimate, so it's still a very strong ult. He runs up to you, has like a million health, can't shoot it, and then it disables you almost like a KJ's ult, but for so much more time. I mean,
and also if you get the orb back, it basically recharges your entire ultimate, so you can use it twice in one round maybe. I mean, like,
the amount of gameplay
to pull it out already when we don't have a lot of information on Gekko yet from a strategic competitive standpoint. I mean, this is going to be interesting, especially teamed up with a Cypher, which doesn't have a lot of attack util.
But so much information.
But you can get so much information out of that. I mean, like, Gekko has enough attack util, in my opinion. So I think that balances out perfectly. You also have Omen. You also have Breach, who's a monster initiator, to say the least, when it comes to his util.
Yeah.
And then you also have Raze. So if I'm going to be honest, since they're starting out on defense, I'm going to see a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Albany try to push towards us a lot. They seem very, very attack util heavy, minus the Cypher and maybe with the Omen. Omen has TP and blinds though, so like that's why
I think their attacker side is going to be just really, really strong. You have Raze, Breach, as you mentioned earlier. They can make so much space for the Echo monster to throw down and plant the bomb for the team. And so this is gonna be nuts. And also we're having a little bit of game difficulties. The timer paused, so we're trying to figure that out right now. So you can look at our beautiful faces.
Yeah, it might be a technical timeout.
But
either side.
Coming back to you, it's also you, Albany. I didn't realize that as well. It's a very unique name. It's Albany. You Albany.
You Albany.
Unique. We love.
That's a good name.
Hey,
good name.
We love it.
We love names.
Creativity.
We love names.
But also I think this is gonna be. It's going to be a very strong attack. When you Albany is in attack, there's so much possibilities of like styles of play that you can do because they have the Gekko. Gekko is, I mean, in my opinion, as a lot of the community will say, a very broken.
And I would agree with you. I would agree with you.
It's a very, very good character. And then I didn't even realize you also have the Omen blind. So this is, I mean, ideally if they play this right.
And that's what I'm saying. They're starting out, and that's what I'm saying. They're starting out on defense.
Yeah, starting out on defense as well.
So
it's
just going to be very, very weird. I mean, like, from a defense spectator, I mean, the most vital thing about defense is holding down your site and making sure the attackers don't have space to plant.
They're not going to. I don't think they're going to give up space.
And you look at Albany's pick for starting out on defense.
They can easily get out pressured. Easily.
He's going to get they're going to push in, it seems like. Which is another defense strategy, which most of the time I would say kind of works.
Definitely.
I mean, like, it puts the attackers in a weird position where they're getting pushed out when they shouldn't be getting pushed out. They're attackers. They need to go.
Yeah, definitely. So, don't want to go on Cypher side as well. I mean, wherever
exactly.
Cypher is set up at, I'm assuming Point Park would. I mean, the regular play would just not play against the Cypher because Cypher has so much util and gives so much information to the team, but also they can Point Park can mind game that and kind of make you Albany over rotate. But I mean, this is all going to come down to a game of discipline, honestly, and just holding sites because with Lotus you can do so much. Yeah, any map, honestly, with 3 sites, you could just play the sites, and try to bait out the util, which I think Point Park is going to try to do, but we'll see. Timer is still kind of wonky. And
it looks like, our director Nate, thank you very much. We just got word from the office. I think the reason why timer is paused is because we're trying to find out if Gekko can even be picked.
Really?
He might. Which like, because you know how like when new maps like come up and they're like, okay, don't pick the new map for another 2 weeks or something like that. Gives teams enough time to like, get on the map and, like figure some kinks out and stuff like that. That might be the same rule with Gekko. That might be the same with Gekko. And Gekko's too new. Gekko's too new.
Will not be picked. That's
not going to be picked. So we're going to have a reset.
Yeah.
We're going to have a server reset right now.
Wow.
Unfortunate. I was really worried, not going to lie, because Gekko is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have liked to see the Gekko, and I guess I don't know. I must have thought wrong. I thought he would have been playable this week, but That would have definitely
I think
been
it's still too
interesting.
close. I think it's still too close.
It's definitely.
When did Gecko come out? It hasn't been more than 2 weeks, I would say.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
No, it's probably been
And if
pushing 2 weeks maybe, but yeah, definitely still new. So that's definitely understandable.
So that's what we're doing right now. The lobby is gonna have to get recessed because Gecko cannot be picked, unfortunately. I would have still loved to see some Gecko action.
But now this is.
I still would have loved to see it.
I don't want to say it's gonna be. It's weird now, right? Because it's server reset, but now both teams have seen their comps. So you think maybe this is a shot in the dark, but maybe like they switch the comps because they're like, oh, we see each other's comps. Maybe we can like switch the character and like mind game them a little bit. But maybe that's not that might not be the case for
maybe not.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be the case for Point Park, I guess. But
yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. I would say. I mean, stick to old reliable. I mean, like last time we played Lotus, this was our pick. This was our pick, and I don't see any problem switching away from it. Yeah. Exactly.
And hopefully.
And I mean, like we didn't pick Gecko, so we don't have to. We don't have to like you know.
And I'm sure Point Park has learned from just from Scarlet about like just what to do and what better plays they can do for Lotus. It broke my heart watching that Scarlet game. Not gonna lie. It was sad. It's definitely sad.
Yep. Sad. No matter what.
But here we go. You see our players.
You see our players.
Everybody's
They're
all
getting ready. It's been a bit of a delay.
Yep.
It's been a bit of a delay, but we're still coming back. We're ready. Yep. Creep is smiling. Dang.
But
hey,
this is gonna
vibes are still high.
I wonder if this is gonna be a dogfight or if this is gonna be if it's a blow out the park from Point Park, just like they did with Saint University, that would be
exactly.
That'd be thumbs up. That'd be great. But
exactly. And it looks like we're getting in right now. So we still got the Raze, we still got the Breach, we still got the Cypher, it seems like, and can't quite see the rest of it yet. But Jets is another one pick, so they're going double duelist now, which I'm not surprised with. And they're also going Omen. They're also going Omen. So they switched out the Gecko with Breach, and then they also got Jet in there as well. So interesting pick, needless to say.
It's still very attacker side.
It's still very attacker side. I mean, you got 4 people who are kind of like attack-heavy agents in respect to their roles.
It's going to be a matter of Albany just kind of surviving this defender side, and hopefully they can just not get blown out, and just try to survive and hold on for their attacker side, because their attacker side is very, very strong.
I saw that face, Yoshi. Thank you for that face carving in the wall. But anyway, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And it looks like we have started. And there it goes.
Oh, and it's as you said.
Oh, yeah. There we go. And here we go.
Very aggressive.
So we already have information on 3 people right now. So we saw Omen, we saw Breach Util, and we saw Raze Util. All get thrown in on A main. And now we also have another position on, there's someone also at C. And it's Cypher. And Yummy did get Clark, but Curse did get it back. And now it's tied. It's 4-4.
Jet is still
4v4 now.
Let's see. Sorry.
And just like that, it looks like we're going to be trying to go to C right now. And I mean, like, there were 3 people on site.
They do see one at flank as well, and KJ's playing the flank right now.
And
dies
Jet
by Omen.
and Omen do get pick on the boys. Chamber does get hit. An ally planted. Spike has been planted. They do get Selzy. Creep on the flank, and then does get things from behind.
And it's as you said, since they're very attacker side, they're playing really aggressive on this defender side. It's not the usual defense that you would see from a regular team, because they're so offensive. They're using that to their advantage.
Exactly. And now since we lost Pittsburgh round, we kind of have to recuperate a little bit. We definitely have to save our credits a little bit, but now we got to be like, okay, they're attacker heavy now. How do we recuperate with this? Do we just hold angles on entry points? What do we do now?
One thing that was hard for Point Park last game that we saw prevalent was getting those trades. And I think getting those trades, especially for this round specifically, since it's buy round for Albany and it's a little bit of a save round for Point Park, trading is going to be crucial if they want to win this round.
Exactly. I mean, like, we got to get their credits low. And if we have any chance of still being in the credit game, pistol round, second round, is going to have to go well. And just like that, where the second round is a go, we got both Clark and Curse coming up on B main. Looks like they're kind of slowly creeping out just to see if anybody's holding that site defense-wise. And it does look like it. Pokemon Trainer does get a kill on Cursed, unfortunately.
Nasty Marshall shot.
Nasty Marshall shot. It was a body shot too, so
Yeah.
we don't have the armor for that, so we cannot be taking those fights.
The Marshall is it's dangerous to play, especially when you don't have armor.
And just like that, we're getting some action A main as well, and we do see Jets still holding out on B. And see, this is confusing yet again because it looks like they're playing a little bit more back compared to last time.
Trying a little bit, yeah. They definitely changed up the pace.
Oh, wow. Pokemon Trainer does get another hit on Clark. Up, and Creep does find it, but Yummy does find him back.
That is...
Oh, jeez.
That was a little bit of a
And Yoshi is now in a 1v5 situation. He's all by himself. Oh, and he does get a kill on Sal. There's one. Oh, can we get an ace? Can we get an ace from the Yoshi?
Albany is pushing
Can the ace from the Yoshi? Unfortunately, that's Jet's third kill of the round, and that is going to be a round lost. So it's a pistol round, I'm not expecting, like, full-out wins and stuff like that. Yoshi was able to get 2 of them, though, so it's not going to do a lot credit-wise, but it still kind of
slows them down.
It slows them down just a little bit, I would say. And just like that, we did do our saving. We did do our money saving. And now we are able to full buy for this round, for this bonus round. So that is good.
Very important round for Point Park to try and because if they lose this round, then it's going to be very
they're just going to get thrown off at this point.
Yep.
And just like that, it looks like we're trying to play a little bit aggressive right now, but so are they. And just like that, Scarface Prada does get a kill on Yoshi, and Sal does get a kill on Selzy. We tried to fight fire with that attack, and we only left with 1 kill, and that was with Cursed getting the Omen. But we did fall behind by 1 person, so we are 1 man down. It's a 4v3 right now. We got to recuperate a little bit.
We still has 2 flosses. KJ still has Alarm Bot with 2 Nano Swarms, so...
And Cursed is holding out that flank just to make sure if no one else is pushing up. And not getting a lot of action through there. However, we are split up on all 3 sites' main entrances.
Point Park is definitely playing for that pick, but there's only 50 seconds left on the clock, so time is ticking.
Exactly, and Clark is holding out B main to see if anybody's going to push in. And it looks like they're going to stay back a little bit, and that's going to force us in. So here's the question now. 40 seconds left on the clock. What's our plan?
It's interesting because for Point Park, they have to push. For Albany, they played for a pick and they were like, okay, we were aggressive, now let's play back. Let's just play time now. Let's just play the clock.
And just like that, it's 27 seconds left on the clock, and we got to go. Creep pulling out all the util, gets stunned yet again, backs off a little bit. However, Clark and Cursed are both going to be main.
That's going to make space.
That's going to make space, and Clark does get a kill on the Jets. They have to plant. 11 seconds, 10. Spike does get fully planted. Oh, and Curse does get a kill on Scarface, and however, he does get killed down because of that. But it's a 2v2 right now. We're all even now.
And you have the Cypher Cage that blocks off Clark and Creep.
Just like that. And Creep is kind of staying back a little bit. Oh, and Yummy does creep up on both of them and get the kill. And unfortunate.
Very unfortunate because it seemed like Cypher was just able to peek that for free, but he didn't get traded out. Clark wasn't able to trade out the kill, and that would have been the ideal play for Point Park. And now it is 3-0. A very intense round. Honestly, they played it to the nick of time. It was a great play by Creep. He made them think that they were going A with his util, but they ended up figuring it out. And just wow, what an unfortunate
That's a good round
play.
by Albany. It's 3-0, and we are going to be now we're just going to definitely be falling behind on this credit game. They have a hefty amount of credits to full buy and stuff like that, and we have to save. So this is going to push us back a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
The Sheriff round.
It's a Sheriff round.
Yes.
It's the 4th round, and it's going to be the win round. Do you hear me, boys? It's going to be the win round. Yoshi throws the grenade up top. Oh, and he does... And they do get pushed out, and
look at that util. You have the blind.
We got so much util going out. Creep does get a kill on the Omen, though. However, they do get flanked from behind, unfortunately. And that leaves Selzy all by himself with Chamber. It's a 4v1 right now. Spike is down B. And now Albany's just going to be watching all of those angles. And just like that, the breach does find the Selzy.
Not gonna lie, Mason. I'm going to have to take back my statement when I said they're very attacker side. I mean, for B side, they have the Cypher set up on B side. They have Breach for the Charmer and also have the Omen blind. So while you're getting concussed, while you're getting blinded, and you have to worry about the trips and Cypher's Cage, I mean, there's no way to push. And then you also have Jet that's constantly flanking. I mean, this is...
I will say, they are still playing very, very aggressively with the team comp that you have right now. That is an absolute must for them. So they are playing aggro. I mean, you saw them when we were trying to get onto B side. They just threw literally every single util out in the frame. And so now, we're going into the 5th round right now. We do have the guns. We have the full buy. However, we are playing a little bit more slower now.
A little bit of a default from Point Park to try and get a pick from each site, but...
And the Jet usually swatches that spot here on B main, but unfortunately...
As you see, they left Spike and Spawn, so they're definitely playing for the...
Oh, wow. And Yoshi gets a kill through the Cypher Cage. Love to see it. Oh, beautiful.
They baited out Albany's Aftershock from Breach, so...
And just like that, they decide not to go in there, and they back off. Celsi does get a kill on the Jet as well over on B side. Celsi's getting into their territory,
but
man.
You have someone at the flank.
He's literally in their spawn. He's in their spawn. And here's a C. Oh, that flick. Love to see it. Celsi just getting it, man.
But there is someone also at the flank, but it is a 4v2 now.
The Omen does find Yoshi.
They just have to play the... Point Park just has to play the post plant, huh? It's going to be tough for you, Albany.
We're not seeing a lot of action here, which is perfect because the timer is just ticking down right now. And Duns gets another kill. Scarface gets a kill. It's all of a sudden a 2v1.
What a pick from Breach. So he swipes the Point Park's Breach flash and gets the kill. That was wow.
He does a run and gun with the Vandal and immediately hits the Breach. It's now 4-1. There's our first round. I think we needed that round. We needed that round. We need to get back at them.
With 3 picks there, and he just almost seemed like he was a duelist right there in that round. He was just pushing up and just getting the picks, grabbing them.
Nah, seriously. I mean, like, look at that, man. He's not even phased by it. He's like, yep, 3 kills. Another one for the books.
Definitely a very important round for Point Park. And now this is going to hopefully put them back on the map, but Albany still has a lot of eco.
We're going to have to, we're definitely going to have to win a lot more rounds if we want to do any dens. However, we are still very credit heavy. We're still full buy-in, and there's an op.
Yep,
so disregard everything I just said right now, and Jet's backing off.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
Got another one.
What a shot by Pokemon.
Oh, geez. And now we're watching the flank right now because, yep, there's definitely going to be some people coming in on the flank.
Gotta be careful of that that Charizard op. All right, I'm so sorry.
Charizard
never mind. We're just gonna gloss over that. But
okay.
as I said before the round started, we gotta be careful of that because Albany does have that eco, and they're definitely using that to their advantage. The Jet op on defense, it's nasty. It's a nasty play to go with because you also have the free dash for Jet to stay alive if they whiff. But here we go.
Oh, and there's someone right there, and immediately gets the headshot on Yoshi. Tried to bait him out with util, but that just couldn't happen. Just like that, they're smoked in their own territory now.
And what a nasty smoke from Albany's Omen. It stops everything, it seems like, when Omen smokes.
It's like you can't enter A now. You can't enter A. And so just like that, there's 40 seconds left here on the clock, and it's a 2v5 right now. We have an op to worry about, and we can't push in.
Definitely playing default against the op is... It's really tough because you can't really, unless you trade out instantly, and then Jet, you see with the jump peak.
So just like that, Breach flashes them out. However, they get smoked back yet again with that Cypher Cage. Push this out even further. We're not going to be able to get in. So it looks like we're going to have to save. Which I will say is pretty good on their part. However, they do get found out. No saves for them. It's now 5-1 University of Albany.
And solid with 3 picks. Here we go. Now we are going into a timeout for Point Park. I mean, this is
troubling. This is hard.
Albany's
really giving their best today, and it's definitely showing. Yeah. So we're definitely seeing like a huge presence from Albany. Yeah, it seems like no matter where we go, they get that little bit of intel, and they just full charge with all of their util.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got an aggressive team we have to deal with here.
As soon as they have util, they're throwing out utility. So maybe the play here is to bait out the utility, but they can't really bait out the utility anymore because if they peek, you have to worry about the Jet op. So it's looking very grim for Point Park right now.
We're in a deep situation. And also, it looks like we're going to be having to save yet again.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get a win on them, but we just don't have the credits enough to full buy again because a lot of our team did get down. I mean, so I think there was 2 people left when we won.
Yeah, definitely.
When we won that round. It was a 2v. It was a 2v.
Yes,
It was a
2v1.
It was a 4v2, and then it turned into a
4v2.
2v1.
And those rounds are tough. You want to keep it. You want to keep 4 alive to go into that next round. And so,
But here we are.
1-5. U Albany is up, but all ultimates are ready now. So we are possibly going to be seeing plays from both teams, and hopefully this might help Point Park just get back on the map a little bit, get some momentum with these ultimates.
And just like that, 3-2-1. Here we go. 7th round. Yoshi throws out his util over on A main, getting some peeks. Pokemon Trader with another kill from the op. Oh, jeez. That op is ruthless. That op is ruthless in the wrong hands.
But then you also have the Cypher setup on C, which they switched it up now from the Cypher setup on B. And so now you see U Albany kind of getting in their rhythm, the flow. They're switching up the plays now. And this is going to be interesting. There's 2 from Point Park pushing at A to try and you have Rays pushed up trying to see if he can finesse some sort of kill, because if they can get a kill and grab a gun, then...
And this is the furthest we have ever been on A site right now, and we do see a peek on the Omen there, and Yoshi's going to try to bait him out, it seems like. And it doesn't work.
I definitely would have liked to see... I would have definitely liked to see if Astra... if Clark pushed up with Yoshi to try and possibly trade him out with that gunfight, that would have been very helpful, instead of Yoshi just going in with just a Sheriff. I mean... It's hard though. Those fights, those are 50-50 fights.
And the op shot does get missed, and it does get fired. It seems like it's Selzy, and Selzy returns with his op. It's an op v op situation right now. What is happening? Is Selzy gonna find him? Pokemon Trainer finds him first, unfortunately, and the Jet does pull out the op and has a shorty. And Clark just sits him down right then and there. There we go. And just like that, it looks like they are going to try to recover that op. Clark has to put down the spike in order to get a little bit more time. Oh, he's going to... And oh, geez, so much is happening. Clark does get killed out by Sal's Guardian, it seems like. And that's going to be another win for Albany.
What a play by U Albany's Jet. I mean, Pokemon Trainer. This man got a kill with the op, caught Chamber off guard. Unluckily, he caught Selzy looking at an angle, and Jet was on another angle. It was just unlucky timing right there. But then also gets the sawed-off kill, which, I mean, that's got to be a mental debuff. After again, I mean, you never want to get killed by a sawed-off. It's not a great feeling.
That's not fun.
But here we go.
I have a hard time using the shorty. I don't want to die by one. I mean, come on.
Hey, it reminds you of Gears of War, right?
Exactly. Just
but
because it's not called sawed off.
Pokemon 12-3, Sal 7-2. Like, this is.
I mean, like they are kill heavy, they are attack heavy, and it's very hard to play up against that. Yoshi coming in and
a
whoa bang kill from Pokemon Trainer.
I mean, this guy with the op is lethal. It's crazy. I mean, he's in a flow. He's in the state of flow, I would say. Point Park, it's hard to go against the zone that U Albany's in.
No, exactly. And just like that, the Omen smokes him out as soon as Yoshi fires into their zone.
KJ ult is still up, though, and now we're going with the Raze ult.
And here's the Raze ult. Here's the Raze ult. Is he going to find anyone?
And Yoshi.
And Chris gets the head tap. And there's the Yoshi. Unfortunately, they had their melee out. Curse finds Pokemon Trainer. It's now a 1v3. And Scarface does find them.
You never ever want to get caught with your knife out. They weren't able to clear that what is that called from A? That tree site, I guess trees.
I guess.
They weren't able to clear trees, and that's so unfortunate for Point Park. I mean, they had the site, but they didn't clear trees.
That's door. I mean, like door, tree. I don't know. This map is like
it's a beautiful.
This map is practically a newborn. I mean,
but anyways, it's just that was tough, and I gave Raze 2 kills just off of clearing and just being caught with a knife out. You never want to get caught with a knife out.
Always check your angles. Never assume that they're not hiding in a specific angle. That's like rule number 1 almost.
But it's unfortunate. But here we go.
And the Omen is jump peeking the Raze right now, and we are not backing off right now.
Got a little bit of
Yoshi tries to roll bang himself.
I would have been.
Does get smoked out, unfortunately. However, there's a little gap.
These Omen smokes are pretty scary, pretty terrifying.
Pretty scary. And there and I wouldn't be surprised after Selzy destroys the Cypher trip wire right now if a whole bunch of util gets thrown his way because that seems to be their game.
Definitely gives you Albany.
However, Yoshi did try to creep up, but the Omen or the the Cypher did peek him up. Excuse me.
Hey, we're all warming up, you know. First game.
We're warming up. We're warming up.
There we go. But
and
we're
still back. We haven't lost any men yet. Never mind. Spoke too soon there. Celsi does get killed by the breach. And just like that, we are stuck in a situation. And Yoshi does get hit by the Omen. And all of the util is being held out right now as Curse tries to entry through here right now.
Good play by Creep, but then he gets counter-ulted by
Curse does find him, and Creep does get a kill while stunned on the Omen. However, Sal clears the rest of the boys. And just like that, that's another win for Albany. It's now 8-1.
What a chaotic play. It seemed like Creep, he ulted B, but then they ended up getting counter-ulted by Albany's breach. It's just...
That seemed to work, though.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Curse's plan seemed to work just for a little bit. He pushed right up into their territory. They didn't expect him to be there, and he got a free kill out of that.
Another important round, though.
I think the plan here is that we need to fight fire with fire. We got to be the first one to make some presence onto any site before they get it back. And that's just going to be... And that's just Point Park's game. That's going to be very hard.
From Albany's Omen.
That is an interesting one-way smoke from the Omen on Albany's team. And gets another smoke just set out on A right there, blocking out Yoshi.
And now Point Park once again is playing just trying to grab these picks, hopefully before they push the site. And
seems like both areas that Celsi tried to clear are clear. However, we're going to be rotating over onto A site right now, trying to do some damage on that part. However, and the Omen might be coming from C, so we got to watch flank.
It's going to be a massive 5-stack now from Point Park, pushing A and pushing a little
bit.
Haven't
made huge presence yet. However, Yoshi does get a kill on the Omen. That gives us sight. We got to clear a tree.
Oh, and here we go.
Cancels the Raze ult from Sal. That is huge. It's now a 5v3. Yummy does find Yoshi. And Curse gets him back. Pokemon Trainer with the op does hit Curse. It's a 3v2 right now.
The Cypher ult did go off, so now Albany does have the info for this.
And Breach pushes in, and Creep does find him. Jet is the only one remaining and picks up a Vandal. No longer have the op. Celsi jump peeks him. Oh, and they dash right in front of Celsi, and that is another round win.
A great round.
That's a good clutch.
Solid round from Point Park. That's was a round.
Solid round.
I mean, you need that round. Even though you leave with one alive, that is a very important round. Now we have Sal's ultimate, Raze ultimate that was wasted, and we also have Cypher ultimate as well that was wasted. So now we can kind of get our foot back in the game and maybe possibly make this 9-3 instead of a 10-2. So here we go.
Last round, we can fool by. It's still... Even though Jet dropped the op, they do have enough credits for another one. Oh yeah,
definitely have enough credits for another one.
I'm definitely expecting another op from Jet. Let's see if I'm right, but here we go.
I'd love to see a 5-stack rush from Point Park.
The final round and a half. Oh, and Celsi, a gift from God. The op shot misses from the Jet.
Astro
and we're pushing into B site. It's a 4-man stack on B site with Clark's wall, and Spike has been planted just like that.
This Astro makes so much space for Point Park, but it's still a 5v5. A lot can happen in this 5v5, especially with the wall.
Scarface does find Clark, and trades are happening left and right. Creep finds two. And then Jet ults coming out. However, I think Jet used all of their knives, so I don't think they have that ult anymore. Oh, and Celsi hits Duns as an op shot. Another op shot gets missed.
And Pokemon still has the op, but now they can play for the post-plant play a little bit more comfortably as Creep plays one step, and now he's going to try to push from behind.
And it looks like there's not going to be enough time. That bomb is going to go off. And just like that, Creep is watching from behind, seeing where is that Jet at. And there he is!
Oh, he does get the kill on the Jet, and now Jet is able to keep the op, and that... Oh, and that's unfortunate. He only had 10 bullets left.
He ran out of bullets.
Wow.
Oh, I'd be laughing too, man.
That's just one of those haha moments for sure.
Unfortunate, for sure.
Would we say movement diff from the Jet, though? That was a little bit of...
That was a bit of a movement diff.
That was a bit of a movement. A little bit crazy with the jumping, you know. kind of like James Bond right there. But
it's 8-3 right now. This is the last round before the swap. That was my bad.
All good.
I can't count the 12.
Definitely need a 9-3 curse going on right now.
Up, and there we go. The Jet up. Russian beam main. Now they're backing off. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and Sal does get a kill on Yoshi. So now we're down in numbers as we are entering this final round.
Definitely was not expecting Albany to play so confidently. I mean, it's getting to the point to where they're just they are swinging with confidence, no util, and just winning these gunfights.
Oh, and just like that, Creep hits the door. Creep hits the door. Sees if that lures anyone out. Doesn't look like it.
And that's Cypher Cage. And then it gets backed up with an Omen Smoke. I mean, how do you expect to push C-Site like this? But it seems like Point Park is still going to try to push
And
C-Site.
Curse finds Yummy. Finds Yummy. Maybe we could get a 4th round. That would definitely put some leeway as we enter Defender. Spike has been planted. It is even numbers game right now.
4v5.
4v4.
You have the chamber cam going in the CT from C.
And just like that, we are holding. And the timer has been set. That bomb is ticking. Oh, and just like that, it looks like there's going to be a lot on flank. Curse finds one. However, does get killed by the Omen, but Celsi is able to trade it off. It's now a 3v2. One of Chamber's utils did get destroyed. That means they are right there, right where Chamber is looking.
Cypher Creep got another kill back in the flank.
And now it's just the Jet. It's a 3v1 right now.
As you see, Point Park is a little bit more comfortable. Definitely trading each other out a lot more efficiently in these past 2 rounds.
And just like that, Creep's going to yet again put him in, and Pokemon Trainer does find him. Doesn't matter, though. We stay on the site. It's the last round and a half. Everyone dies from the bomb, but it doesn't matter. It is now 8-4 Point Park.
Here we go. We're going into
And now we got to bring this back.
It's going to be 8-4, and as we know, Point Park's team is, I mean, it's designed for defense. And now having defense in the second round, they survived. That's what we could say. They're only 4 off, and so it's very possible to make a comeback, but Point Park survived. And now Point Park should have an edge in this defense round. And so,
especially
comeback season, man. Comeback season.
Especially with 2 Sentinels.
Yeah, exactly.
That is definitely something you want to see. And just like, and I'm definitely expecting a very aggro attacker side from Albany here.
Oh, definitely.
And it's going to be interesting to see that clash. I mean,
it was definitely an eco diff, though. Like, a lot of it was, a lot of these rounds were just a matter of them having, Albany having a little bit more money. So.
And just like that, Chamber pushes up onto C-Site as we begin this second half.
Man, and I'm excited to see how Albany is going to play this.
And it looks like a lot of them are coming through A right now. I think it's going to be very crucial that we win this pistol round right here.
Oh my goodness!
And we see 3 people pushing through tree right now, so that's going to be very fun.
A full push on A.
Full push on A, and the Jet does get a kill on Yoshi. And just like that, they might put onto the site, and Creep does find a kill. However, it does get traded out by the Rays. And Spike is planted on A site. Clark goes down from the Jet yet again. It's now a 2v4.
Pokemon Trainer absolutely popping
off
these picks.
And he finds the Jet, however, is not able to get it. And Curse does find one and is not able to finish it. Another pistol round lost. It is now 9-4 Albany.
What a nasty jiggle from
I'm gonna be honest.
From Pokemon Trainer and Albany. I mean, Albany's attacker side. It's looking it's
looking
it's
aggro.
Nothing to be played with.
It's looking aggro. It's you got full pushes on the site. I mean, like, that's aggro in a nutshell.
But now they're able to buy now. And this is when they're very, very aggro heavy with their play style, and now they're able to buy. So this is gonna be really, really rough for Point Park.
And they're 4 rounds off from winning. They're at 9 right now, so this is gonna be very interesting.
Chamber with a nasty
getting up
pick.
Full into A. Cells gets a beautiful pick.
Would have loved to see that shot.
Love to see that shot. It's now a 5v4 though. However, they are still pushing onto C side, it seems like. And Yoshi's going to flank them behind with the classic.
Yoshi and Creep are going in with this full flank. And it's interesting because now Point Park knows that... Oh, wow. And Spike is planted.
And Spike is planted. It looks like it's on C side.
Point Park is going to try to sandwich them.
And there was some Cypher util over on the flank. Jet is seeing it right now. A lot of shots are getting missed right now. Oh, and head dinks all around. However, they almost wipe out a third of our team. Oh, and Creep does get a kill with the classic, and Sal does get a satchel kill on Clark, and Pokemon Trainer fishes it out with the Phantom.
Definitely a...
and that is a 10, and now it's 10-4.
Definitely a good pick. I mean, it was a great play from Point Park. Definitely the execution was a bit rough, but I mean, with Albany having the bye, I mean, eventually the gun diff is going to happen, and those gunfights are going to be 50-50. And I mean, as we saw, I believe Yoshi got a dink on it with a classic. If he had it in a gun, maybe that would have been a pick. It's very rough, but now it's a bye round, a very important round that Point Park lost in this first half. But if they win this round, then they might be able to bring this half back up.
That could definitely give us some leeway.
4
and here we go, yet again. We're pushing out on C. Breach is jiggling a little bit. They're jiggling.
Try and get that jiggle peek.
Jiggle peek. And is now over on that hump. And just like that, a lot of things are happening over on B side. Curse does get a kill. Pokemon and gets traded off immediately with Clark going down.
Was a full B push. On B, they had Jet, and they also had what's that, KJ? No, that was
Omen, I believe.
Omen pushing B, and now they have Sight planted.
And now just like that, Sight's been planted. Yoshi finds Omen. However, the Breach does find Yoshi. Creep finds the Raze. Ugh. And just like that, it's a 2v2. We got to make sure our trades happen. Trades happen when they happen. Cursed going onto Sight right now, and Creep just right behind them. Oh, and Creep finds one. All that's left is
They know where
Jet.
the Breach is. Oh, and he finds the pick. 3 picks for that round, 5-10, and they get it defused. Great round from Point Park. I mean, great flank from Creep. That was a huge play from Creep. That just main factor to get them that round. And now it's 5-10. Eco's fixed. They leave with 2 alive, so it helps out a little bit.
And we
still struggling to full buy though going into this round.
We're still struggling to full buy because we did lose some men there, and when we full buy on 3rd round after losing 2 rounds, chances are you were probably struggling in credits, and I think we definitely were. I think everyone was under 1,000 creds. So some of us are still going to struggle to buy. However, some of us are going to save. So it's a little weird situation with Eco over on Point Park side. However, they are slowed now. Albany is kind of slowed a little bit from losing that round. And just like that, Clark is just pushing into...
And Jet with the knives. Those Jet knives. Ooh, it's nasty if you can mechanically aim.
Here we go. Here we go. And here comes A.
Full push on A from you.
Full push on A. And does get killed. And Clark does get killed by the Cypher.
Have this breach flank, but this breach flank has to be a little bit more faster if he's able to help Point Park. And so.
Oh, and Yoshi's just getting U-toed right now. Yep. Unfortunate, and just like that, 3 of them get down, and that's a flawless. I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern, though. First round, they went A.
Yep.
Next round, they went C. Next round, they went B.
Yep.
And then they went back to A.
Definitely. It's a little bit of a rotation.
Now, I'm no prediction genius. But if I saw that, I was thinking, oh, they're going to go C next time. So if... You know, and this could obviously change at any moment, but if I was Point Park Pioneers right now, I'd be like, A, C. I think that's where they're going next.
Like there is going to be a 5-stack 1A to try and possibly play for the retake, but now Point Park is 5-stack pushing on A towards Albany, but maybe I'm not gonna lie, Mason. Maybe you were right. They went C.
I think they went C. Did I big brain? Did I big brain this?
Might have to. Oh, and it was a big brain. Albany.
They ulted Sights. However, that ult does get wasted because no one was on C. However, we're gonna have to take a 5-man retake. Spike has been planted. It's over on C now.
Oh, and they get a nasty shot.
Lovely kill from Yoshi. Love to see it. Oh, Pokemon Trainer does get traded though, and Scarface does hit him.
Now there's 2 CT on C, and
Yoshi pushing up right now. Cursed finds one, not able to get the kill.
Yoshi the only one with a gun.
Yoshi gets hit, and the rest of them get hit, and that's a loss. It's now 12-5. Now, boys.
But a solid play from Point Park. They had a very great play. They had Yoshi and Creep on the flank, while the 3 of them were pushing from CT. They weren't quite able to trade each other out as CT, which was a very important play. If they were able to trade each other out as CT, then it possibly would have been a chance for Point Park to win the round. But now they're going in here, Albany game point, and Point Park at 5. This is
12-5. Now,
and the eco isn't.
I'll say it again. I'm no prediction master, but I think there's a set that
Albany's
going.
They're going B.
I think they're going B.
They're going B. I see.
I could definitely get proven wrong, and they're just gonna full push C again. Which, you know what? Color me surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, like, it could happen. I mean, you got 3 sites open. However, I'm seeing a set line. They go A, then they go C, then they go B. They went A, and then they go C. What's next?
Do you think the
B.
5 stack on A trying to play from retake from Point Park was the play? They never did it in this entire match. They tried to go for it. I think it was a clever play. If they had weapons and full loadouts, I think it would have been a great play. But since they didn't have that, a lot of this, I don't mean to be on massive amounts of copium, but it seems like a lot of these gunfights are just simply because we do not have the money and the funds for these rounds.
But
possibly,
if we start winning the rounds, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
And so here's match point for Albany right now. What's the plan?
Creep
what is
does
the plan?
Have ultimate. That breach ult could be monumental.
We do see an Omen heading up on the A site, and we do see a Raze as well. So he does get ulted. They went A this time. Which seemed to be the least likely. So, you know what? Oh, boy. However, Pokemon Trainer does hit Cursed. Spike planted. That's going to be on A site.
Oh, wow. Solid Pokemon Trainer just kind of taking over this game with these picks, and Yumi gets another pick. Yumi.
Oh, yummy. And then just like that, the rest of them weren't able to take the retake. And that's going to be a defeat for Point Park. It's 13-5. Round 1 against Albany. That's a loss.
Hey, it's Lotus. It's all right. It's okay. It was a little bit rough, but oh wow! And you know what that alarm was for? That alarm was for the Point Park comeback. Second game, we're gonna be going into it, and as I know,
that was smooth.
That
was very smooth.
I don't mean to be that.
That
guy.
was very smooth.
But we possibly have a replay from Creep with his double kill. And so it's always a good play. We can go see that, soothe our hearts, soothe the.
There were still some good moments in there. It wasn't a complete washout. It wasn't a complete washout.
It was a lot of eco. It was just
eco. We were struggling with eco.
They ran away with money. Literally, it was almost like Albany was robbing a bank. Like at some point, it was crazy. They just had so much flow, so much cash flow in the game. They were able to get the op, and then Jet was able to keep that op for like 5 rounds. And so that was tough.
That was a tough
really
one.
Tough.
That was a tough one. And also, Lotus.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
But then again, Lotus was our map pick, so I can't help but think that kind of threw Point Park
a little bit for a loop.
Yeah, a little bit for a loop. And so but the second game I think is going to be we've seen it, you see it at VCT all the time, to where they pick Lotus, the team that loses, and Lotus, they win the second map because they're just obviously more comfortable on any other map than Lotus, because Lotus is still a relatively new map. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we should count Point Park out, even though besides how much of it was
definitely a bit rough. It was definitely a bit rough.
I think this is going to be a reset for Point Park, personally. I think we're going to see.
I think it's a good reset.
We've
had our matches on Haven as well. I mean, like, Haven's still a pretty good map from us.
We're going to be seeing Celsi Sova, which,
like, that's his comfort pick.
Exactly, that's a solid.
So we're going to be seeing Celsi Sova. Creep.
I wouldn't mind the Omen. We've seen him on Haven with Omen, and it's been crazy. Yoshi, we're going to see him on the Raze. But for Creep,
nothing new with that.
Probably still going to be seeing the Breach. I have been dying to see his KO lately, but it seems like that just hasn't been a fit in the team comps. But no, it's great.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
I won't cry about it. It's fine.
KO is my person. I like playing me some KO.
Yeah, KO's exciting. Very team based. The pop flashes are really nasty, and then you also have that ultimate that can silence the entire team while going in. And so it's just, there's a lot of team play there, but Breach also has a lot of team play and solo frag ability, just like Raze has. And so but as I said before, I think this is going to be a reset from Point Park. I think they just need to kind of reset their mental and just kind of hop back in that flow, hop back in the game, and just get into that zone.
Oh, exactly.
Because Albany, they're going to be coming into the second game with a lot of momentum, a lot of just, they're like, okay, we're feeling good. They're very comfortable, as we saw from Sal and Pokemon Trainer specifically. Those guys were going in and they were just grabbing solo picks.
No,
and
exactly.
That's just...
And especially from Pokemon Trainer, the Jet.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Don't even get me started with the op. Don't even get me started with the op.
He ended off with like 29-6, and so that's just...
that's
unreal stats.
I mean, come on.
But he's doing his job as a duelist. But,
it's rough. But there's a lot we can learn from that match. We can kind of get a little. We can kind of get a little bit of info about what the Albany's play style is like.
Their defensive side is so aggressive. I was not expecting that at all.
It seems like when they get a hit on a site, the rest of them just fly out their util.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Especially with their match comp.
Very fast players.
Whenever either we hit a Cypher trip or we just shot out at one of the main sites, it seems like they attacked back with a whole bunch of util and a whole bunch of pushing up.
I would have loved to see a possible all 5-man rush from Point Park, but that is hard going against the Breach util, going against Cypher util, and going against the Omen blind. That Omen was his timing with his blinds was
almost spot
on point. He hears them, and by the time if he hears them running towards the site, instant blind, peeks out, gets kills. It's just the timing from Albany was very, very, very good on that first half, and so it's It was rough, and then alongside with the jet op, it's just that's just irritating.
Yeah.
You never want to deal with an op. As soon as the team gets op, it's hard.
Let that match be like a waterfall. Let it just wash over you. Let it just like it happened. Whatever happened, and then you're just gonna walk out of that match cleaned, new person, new mental state. And now we're going into Haven.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting.
I don't know what. I just
that was like I liked it. That was good.
What can I say? I'm just a master at the analogies over here.
We should be starting in just a few.
We should be starting in just a moment. Hey, Redbull.
Yeah, we are sponsored by Redbull,
and we got something else for you guys. I mean, look at this. We got sugar-free now.
Don't drink that. I mean,
look at that.
If you really want to be healthy while drinking an energy drink, let's be honest. That was not. I know that was not the incentive when you got an energy drink that you want to be healthy. I know it wasn't.
I know it's not.
But hey, stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
Person.
Stay healthy.
It's always good. Don't be like
if your sugar intake's too high, like sugar-free might do some work. This is me trying sugar-free for the first time. I haven't had it in space in a while, and now it's sugar-free.
There we go.
It's time.
Yeah. Man.
I'm not going to lie. That's actually pretty
good.
Okay, dude. This happens anytime I try a new energy drink. I take a sip and I'm like, oh.
You're like, wow, this is just...
Honestly?
Quite amazing.
It's just honestly because it's not what I'm used to. But hey, it's not bad. It's not awful.
You know what I'm
gonna say? I like it. I kind of like it. Red Bull, I like it.
You drinking it is going to be to the success of Point Park's second game.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And I'm drinking it at approximately 9:06 p.m.
Hey,
so
hey, doesn't matter. Hey.
Looks like I'm going to be staying up all night.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. I'm thinking of that. It's just a Monday game. We gotta get the vibes up.
Gotta get the Monday game.
That's what Red Bull is for.
Look,
to start
it's the beginning of the week
right.
No,
with
exactly.
Energy, intensity. I was gonna say another cool word, but I won't keep it going.
I was like, okay, keep flowing, keep flowing. He's spitting fire. Keep going.
But
see, now I got the energy.
Do you think they're gonna go with? Do you think Albany is gonna go with the same comp? I mean, they're definitely gonna go with the Jet. I definitely think that we won't be seeing Raze. I think we're gonna see another duelist. Don't know what we possibly might see, or maybe an initiator from Albany, because it is Haven. You could do a lot with. You could play you could play Brim. You could possibly even play Viper. That would be really, really weird though. But I've seen it done before.
I wouldn't be surprised if we put out Double Sentinel again.
And their Omen does know one ways, which that makes him terrifying. Omen with one ways is
one ways are freaky.
That's terrifying.
One ways are freaky, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
one ways are freaky.
Omen. We possibly might be seeing Omen again. Not gonna lie.
Omen again. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Jet again. Jet on Haven. It can kind of go nasty.
Jet in general is just used in every single.
Can kind of go nasty. Yeah. Exactly. For Point Park, we're starting out on defense this time around. I would not be surprised if we tried to get a heavy foot in the first half and we see Double Sentinel.
Yeah, it would be solid to have.
Now, what Double Sentinels would we be seeing? Cursed Killjoy.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
Killjoy
Haven.
is pretty good on Haven, if I would say. So I'm definitely expecting a Killjoy pick today. You know,
KJ, Astra, Sova. We're going to be seeing those three.
absolutely.
Regardless. That's always been a part of Point Park's comp.
And we're seeing the Raze again from Yoshi.
Yes,
I would
always
say
going to
that.
be the Raze, and possibly the Breach. Honestly, so the only change in this team comp is going to be from Chamber to Sova, which Sova has, as a stater right now, Sova has a lot more utility and just a lot more playability compared to the Chamber. That rhymed, by the way. I am the Point Park rapper. If you do not know, you know now.
Absolute
So,
bars over
anyways, now we have
now we're on
scenery
Haven.
of Haven, the wall bang map, wall bang chaos.
I mean, there's just so much to this map. Again, with 3 sites.
Whoa!
That seems to be our thing.
Whoa! Yoshi is hovering over Jet, and I'm going. Okay.
Oh damn!
I was going to possibly scream, because that would have been something never seen before. That would have been crazy.
So here we go. I mean, we got the Sova, we got the Killjoy, we got the Raze, we got Breach, and we got Astra.
Yep.
That seems to be our comfort for Haven.
Yep.
I like it. I don't see anything going wrong with this.
Thinking about it now, I love Salty, aka Habibi's Chamber, but I think Sova being played on Lotus to have that extra information, I think that would have possibly stopped Albany from just these really aggressive 5-man stack pushes. And so, but I mean, it's Haven, a very interesting map on attacker side, very interesting map on defender side. There could be many ways this could be played, but if Albany, and look at that fist bump from the coach, it's
vibes.
a buff, it's a coach buff. The game is, I'm going to be honest, the game's
vibes.
over now. Whenever coach does a little fist bump, it's like a superpower. It's over.
It's a superpower.
It's a mental reset. You can see from the faces of Point Park that they're ready to get back in, and that's what I love to see.
It's the coach touch. It's the opposite of the cheese touch. It's the coach touch.
Look at that. You can see Creepy's going into Super Saiyan mode right now, as you see.
Oh, he's ready. He's ready.
Whoa, he's in his zen.
He's in his zen.
He is in his zen, entering the states of flow, as you can see from Creep. I did not know he was a monk, but my boy's a monk. And here we go.
Okay, so
he's ready for that. Look at that. Look at him meditating. Look at him. He's ready to ascend into the ascend to the victory. Okay, I'm sorry. A lot of randomness is going on. I've drank 2 Red Bulls, the sugar-free and the regular Red Bull. But here we go. We are back in the game, boys.
Let's take a look at Albany's comp. You got Chamber.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Chamber KO? That's interesting. That's so interesting. Chamber
KO.
We haven't seen
Sova, Omen, and Jet. Ooh,
I was not expecting to see Chamber used in Haven or used at all for the rest of this match, other than Lotus. This is
interesting.
This is
interessante.
I mean, it used to be played a lot. Back
we got KO
back in the day before the Chamber passed. I put Chamber in the ground a little bit, but here we go.
Starting out for attacker's side, I will say they're kind of heavy for it. They're kind of ready for it, I would say. Just like that.
And now we have that.
We got so much info. We got a KO knife. I mean, like, they're everywhere.
Albany is definitely playing for a little bit of a default. A little bit of gunfight from Raze and Omen.
And Yoshi's peeking out on C side, C main right here. It looks like a lot of them are near bridge, so we do see Sal getting Clark over in garage, and it looks like they're going to try to make a rush towards C right now. Just like that, Creep does get smoked out by the enemy Omen.
Albany's still playing a bit slow.
Yeah, Albany's playing a little bit slow. I'm not surprised, however. Selzy, Sova and Sova, both here. And the Jet
smokes off the recon, so they're not able to get any info. Great play by Jet.
Oh, and Selzy does get the Omen headshot, and Kurtz gets a double kill.
2 kills.
Oh my gosh, what's happening here? What's happening here?
Wow, what a round. What a clean round.
We caught him.
Point Park.
And just like that, our pistol round has been won.
Chamber tried to push up the mid to try and grab a pick, ends up dying, and I mean, I would have loved to see just that double kill from Curse. He grabbed 2 clean and swift picks as they pushed out from sewers. That was just, I mean, now we're going into this round full
2
buy.
classic picks as well. I mean,
wow, interesting. Definitely classic picks.
Sweet, my boy.
My classic does not shoot
sweet,
like
my boy.
that. I will say it always. My classic never shoots like that.
My classic never shoots like that too. And just like that, we're going to be full buying yet again. We see two 2 Bulldogs, and we got 3 Spectres. I'm expecting a lot. Recon Bolt immediately gets shot down on both sides. It looks like Sova and Sova here. Yoshi gets an immediate kill on Duns, or Dununs.
Now we're seeing some momentum, a little bit of confidence.
Seeing some momentum. We're seeing confidence. This is the confidence that Albany had last round, and now it's our confidence. It's our time to shine.
Exactly, our time to shine, boys.
Call me Hamilton, because we're not throwing away our shots.
What? Go, man. Come on now.
You didn't expect an MT reference from the theater major? Come on. Just like that. Oh, we do see KO over on B site right now. Tries to flank him. Creed finds him with the Bulldog and kills him immediately. Just like that.
And it's hard to go against Breach in that specific position. But
just like that, Spike gets planted. They rotated over to B. That's a surprise. That's a bit surprised. It's a 3v5 over on B. Sal gets a sheriff kill on Cursed. However, they do kind of see where they're at. They're playing from main. Oh, and there's a lot of shotgun shots.
Park is sticking it though.
Creep finds Scarface and does get killed. However, we defused just like that. Where's the other?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're going down. We're going down. Oh geez.
Wow.
Okay, Yoshi is able to find a Bulldog. However, I think from some of our guys dropping, I think it was 1v1 at the end there. I'm not sure. However, guns do get traded.
Yeah, at the end of the round though, Albany Jet was able to get 2 kills, which that kind of puts that leaves a huge dent in Point Park's eco, even though they won the round, but they're not able to go against Albany with this bye round now.
And Ray's already looking at the exact spot that dart should be going in right now. And let's see if he's right. Oh, and just like that. Ooh, do we have an op?
That is definitely...
Or is that a Marshall?
Yep,
that's a Marshall.
And a wall bang.
However, Creed does get a wall bang. And Clark, a trade's going out the wazoo right now.
Oh, and
it looks like they're rushing B. It looks like they're rushing B. It's a 3v2 right now.
I don't see a world where Albany does expect this flank. From the Rays. Oh,
and there he is. There he is. Got the Vandal. Got the Vandal. Spike has been planted. Yoshi tries to see if anyone's in that corner. Doesn't look like it. Up, finds the Omen. Finds the Omen. It's a 2v2 right now. Sozi is low. Sozi is low. However, Yoshi's coming up from behind. And seeing where they're at. Oh, Sozi did get sights on him. However, Scarface did have him.
Oh.
Duns did get the shock dart kill on Yoshi.
Duns did the shot.
Dang.
Sorry. No. All right, anyways. But it ended up being a 1v2 in a fortunate round.
They do win the bonus round. They had the credits to a little bit by since they were able to save on that second.
Had a lot of info though from Celti. He droned the site, but just wasn't able to catch those last 2 that were playing on Seaside B.
We got 4-3-2-1-0 action over on Albany. And looking at those kills, looks like a countdown.
It's a sequence, yeah.
It's a sequence. Look at those sequences.
But it's gonna be
just like that.
Round.
Yoshi yet again seeing if that Sova dart is coming in. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like anyone's really near A. However, or they just stood back for that arrow.
Oh, and a nasty shot.
They did. Pokemon Trainer does get caught by Selzy. Here's the
drone.
The drone. Thank you.
You're good.
And isn't able to find anyone else. Looks like Selzy tried to do a little jump peek there.
Albany playing really, really slow these past couple rounds. They've been kind of just...
However, we are expecting a rotate right now. Yoshi and Selzy still holding down on A. However, we're not backing down from the rest of our sites. It looks like they're going to try to go B again, which seemed to be their site that worked last round. And just like that, they get pushed out very easily. And Scarface and Sal both find 2 of our guys.
And Jet is already in spawn.
Spike's been planted on B site, just like that. And now we're going to have to play retake. Selzy does get a kill on Yummy. Does get a kill there. However, we still have to play the rest of the site. Cursed finds Duns.
Jet playing from spawn. I don't know what kind of...
Jet's playing from their spawn right now, and Selzy does get killed because of it.
Wow, an insane blind from Albany's Omen.
And just like that, Clark is cornered right now. Oh, and they're waiting for the peaks. He has to find the shots.
Oh.
And Clark isn't able to catch up there. Sal does find the Clark.
4 picks.
And now it's tied up. Now it's tied up. It's 2-2.
That was definitely a winnable round from Point Park. Just they weren't able to find the pick on the Jet that pushed up through B and nearly in the Point Park spawn, and that was, I mean, that's tough though for him. Sal to leave with 4 picks when it was, believe it was a 4v2.
Something like that.
At one point, it was like it was a 4v3 at one point, and then Sal just kind of took over when they pushed on B.
No, exactly. Just like that. Sal's already at 8-2 right now, just from that 4K.
I'm seeing this eco gap is a little bit rough.
It's hard. It's hard, definitely. We're going to have to save a little bit, and that's going to give them another round if we aren't playing our cards correctly.
And now Albany knows that Point Park is doing another save round, so they're going to full push on C, playing super aggressive right now. We also have the Sova ult.
So it looks like our boys back out into the garage as we give them the space to plant onto C, and from there, we're just going to have to retake that. And Spike is down.
Spike is down. We have Sova pushing with a Marshall towards the flank. There's
Sova gets caught, however, is able to kill Clark. Yoshi with the sheriff
on a drive from Yoshi.
Finds one just like that. Now Scarface does find Creep, and Duns finds Cursed. Yoshi backs off a little bit. Has to find another one here soon. Oh, and Selzy does get a kill on Yummy. And now he's the only one left. Oh, he's trying to hit him.
Very
they just rush in.
From Albany. They didn't look for the flank at all. They all 5 of them played on site, somewhere on site, which that is it's a very different style of gameplay. You would usually see a team that's on the attacker side kind of holding that flank at C long. Just kind of watching that flank to see if anybody's pushing, but they all played on C side. So it's a very, very different style of gameplay from Albany. Confident gameplay, honestly. They're just kind of swinging. They know that they're going to get traded. They're going to trade each other out, and they're also going to solo frag. This confidence from Albany is kind of what makes the team so lethal and what made them kind of win that first map.
Exactly.
And also, they're very confident with their eco
just like
as well.
that. Here we go with the 6th round. Here's another recon bolt. But
a BB gets scanned. Celsa gets scanned, unfortunately.
And their recon bolt and our recon bolt gets destroyed a little bit, and now it looks like they're going to be playing from sewers on A.
So both drones are out looking for info. Celti gets scanned, unfortunately, by that recon drone.
That's unfortunate. It looks like they're going to have to back off into their own territory.
KO knife at C.
KO knife at C. It looks like they did a split. Oh, boy, they split. And Creep does find Sal, so that's huge. That's pretty huge. They tried to do a split, and Spike's down.
Oh, wow.
Spike's down. Clark isn't able to finish the kills.
Creep was not able to find that sweet double that Point Park needed for that round.
Selzy does find
a kill with his
ultimate.
They know where they are.
And Yoshi does get a kill on Pokemon Trainer. It's a 3v1. And the last one's at Garage.
Could be a possible... Wow.
And just like that, Cursed
good round.
Gets the final kill there.
A great round.
And that is
from Point Park, but definitely could have been a way cleaner round if Creep did not whiff on those 2. That was, I mean, that was definitely a rough round. You could feel
that was rough.
A little bit nervous.
That was rough.
But Point Park was able to bring it back 3-2. A very important round. A very important round for Point Park, and 3-3. And now they're looking good. They're looking good with guns, looking good on eco. Now that kind of stopped Albany's momentum, but there's still some of their players like the Omen.
Albany's credits are all over the place. I mean, like, look at Pokemon Trainer with less than 3,000 credits.
But they're able to buy.
And then you have Scarface with like 7,000. I mean, they have a rough credit situation. They really got to think about how to spend those credits evenly, especially when things are all tied up now and you're coming back from a loss.
Could be a fast push from Albany.
And just like that, it looks like so much is happening on C-side right now.
And the KO
There's the KO ult. That's going to give them,
the
presence.
And now Point Park is 5v5. They have to play for this retake, but Pokemon Trainer gets a kill pushing from B.
The shots do come through the smoke from Creep. Sal gets a wallbang headshot from on Clark. Unfortunate. It's a 5v3 right now. 2 of our guys are down. Curse does get someone, but just like that, Creep is all by himself now.
Just get traded. And these trades from Albany, they're there for
and they're just rushing him right now. They're just rushing him. Creep finds Sal. That's one.
Now all I can do is kind of just run away with these kills.
Ugh. Shoots it out and just gets flashed, and he just gets pushed.
I mean, but
territory.
Point Park and Albany, they're going back and forth in these rounds. These are absolute dogfights right now. I mean, a total switch up from total switch up from the Lotus game.
Absolutely. They don't. Albany is still, I would say, is still feeling confident in their attack abilities right now.
Definitely.
However, we're seeing a little bit of a shift.
Yeah.
We're seeing a little bit of a shift. They're still attacking full force no matter what. We're still getting caught no matter what.
And this round,
that's just going to happen.
This round's going to be very interesting, though. They cannot buy this round, but we're looking at 3 ults from Point Park, but 2 ults from Albany.
It looks like Creep's going to be jump peeking here over on C main right now. Isn't able to find anyone.
Round is underway right now.
Round is underway. It looks like they're going to be coming through A main right now.
Could be possibly.
Oh, and Yoshi does get a grenade kill, it looks like, on Celsi. So, unfortunately, you guys can't see this happening right now. We just got view camera right now.
We'll be up in a few, though.
We'll be up in a few. Oh, and Jet does get caught. However, the KO does find a kill on Celsi.
And a full push from Albany going on to A, and KO finds himself
and
3 picks.
And all of our men on A site just get caught, and now Creep is left on the rotate. As they rotate, Creep does get a kill on the Jet. Flashes out. It's full force right now. And he has a Vandal right now. That's 2. That's 2. There's the KO knife. He can't use anything right now.
1v2. There is a lot of time left. Bomb was just planted. Could be a possible clutch from Creep.
Possible clutch.
Oh, wow.
And the Omen was hiding in a corner just like that.
Amazing
it's now
timing.
5-3, Albany. Ugh, that is rough.
We do apologize for not being able to see that round, but Albany does take away from that round 3-5. Great timing from the Omen. They knew that Creep was there, and he swung on top of the boxes, which that's just an unexpected angle to swing from. But here we go.
And just like that, Creep's working on his snaps right now. Seems like it. However, we're in a bit of a tough situation. It was definitely back and forth.
Not running away with the lead just yet.
And it looks like Creep's yet again going to be jump peeking over on C side. However, there is some information going over on A and B side right now. Sova Dart and KO Knife over on A side.
Oh.
Yoshi does get trapped with that, and Yummy was able to kill him just like that.
Albany's already on B side.
And Omen ult went out. Spike's been planted. And it's going to be interesting to see where that Omen's going to go now. Where's this Omen going to be coming from? Creep gets a double headshot. Wow.
And there was 2 playing at Garage and a 3rd one also playing at Garage.
And we fake the defuse right now. Learn out that Sova ult from them. Does get flashed. However, Chamber is not looking at him. Clark's able to get a kill there. Celsi gets another one. It's a 2v1 right now. 2v1.
Time is ticking.
Smoke it out. Oh, and Duns finds it. However, he's going to stay. He's going to stay.
He's going to stick.
I believe.
And he finds the round. 4-5. An amazing round by Clark. Oh, wow.
Clark isn't able to get the kill.
Hey, however, all good. They can run away with that pick. It doesn't even matter.
That's a round.
4-5. That's a round. A very important round for Point Park to stop the momentum from Albany. I mean, what an insane and just crazy round. Albany, you would have thought they would all play on site, but they 3-stacked in Garage, which was very, very interesting. And played solo very close to Garage, which you would have thought that he would have played at B window. So this is just what a crazy round, what a different style of gameplay that we're seeing.
But that is a round that we absolutely needed to win there.
Yes.
And just like that, it's 5-4 right now. We're still doing this ping pong action, and just like that, we're getting some action on C. Looking for that. Yoshi is looking for that Sova Dart coming in anytime soon. But there's the KO knife. Creep does get hit by it, unfortunately. However, Yoshi pushes in with that info. And there's the util coming out. Oh, and he does get flashed. Does get flashed. The satchel goes out. There's the shock dart. Util after util is just getting traded.
Still 5e. Oh, wow.
Oh, and Yoshi does find sound. Yummy finds one. Yoshi with a double kill on the Sheriff. I mean, love to see it. Oh, and he throws out his util. However, did get caught with it. And now it's just Creep. Grabs a Vandal. It's a 2v1 right now. It's very...
Spike is still not planted.
Gotta wait for the Spike plant. Oh, and Spike's down. Spike's down. That is huge. It's a 1v1. Spike is down. And Creep looks like he's going to be going back through Garage right now.
Loving the mind games from Creep right now to make them think that he's going to be going and make him think that he's also going to be going from Garage, but now he's pushing towards B, possibly pushing from CT. Spike is still not planted.
They got to plant it. I think that Omen's just trying to look out for our Creep. over on C main. But that's not going to happen because he's going to be flanking from B main. And there we go. Spike planted. Where is this Omen going? Where's this Omen going? Oh, Creep is going to try to find that.
Oh, so the spike was planted on
over on A.
Very interesting play from Albany.
Interesting.
But now you have no idea where this Omen is. He could TP up to play in Heaven. He could be playing Hell. This is
interesting. And we have Spike. We have eyes on Spike. However, we need to push that. Where's he coming from?
Oh, he sees him. Sees him at A long. Oh, what a nasty shot from Creep. Catches the Omen while he's in mid-telly.
Oh, and with 2 seconds
goodness.
left.
Oh, wow. He's iced out
guy.
with the shots. That was crazy.
My guy.
5-5, very intense rounds from Point Park, but they were able to tie it up. And now Albany, not much momentum going on. Now it's looking very, very even, going back and forth. Just this constant dogfight in Haven.
Oh, and that was a beautiful play by that Omen, by the way, but just Creep coming right back with the headshot, trying to lure out with the TP and stuff like that.
I mean, that 1v1 against Omen, it's very hard, especially playing on A because he could TP to Heaven, could be playing Sewers where he plants the bomb. I mean, so many plays.
And just like that, he gets some intel. The Chamber has ulted and is playing C main right now. Creep holds off on using his util. However, he knows that some shots are getting fired, and people have gone onto site. Looks like this is going to be C. KO gets killed by Clark. Cursed kills Sal. And just like that's a 5v3. They're playing Garage right now. And
that was an unfortunate play by Duns right there. And Yoshi finds another pick.
Finds another one.
Oh, the Chamber ult from Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon Trainer does find them.
Whoa, what is happening? What the life is going on here?
Come on, come on. Oh, that Chamber's low. That Chamber's low. He has ult, but that Chamber's low. Exactly. Selzy knows that.
Great play. Point Park runs away with 4 alive, and that was, if I believe right, that was Albany's eco round, but a very strong round. As you can see, Yoshi was playing very comfortable right there with his movement. You could tell that Point Park is getting back up on their feet, and they're building up a lot of momentum now from these rounds.
And it's the last round and a half right now. We're looking good on creds. However, University of Albany can't really say the same. I mean,
they do have Jet ult, and they also have KO, which could be...
That could be very vital.
And they can also get Orb to get that Omen ult, which we saw last time that Omen ult was a nasty mind game from them. But
we also have Clark's ult to deal with. We have Cursed's, and we have Yoshi ult to deal with. So it looks like this is going to be a very interesting last round before the half. And just like that, it looks like there's some information going out on A right now. Yoshi gets pushed up all the way up top right now, over on A side.
6-6 or 7-5.
And he gets smoked out by the Omen. And
but now we have the Breach ult to counter for the retake.
Oh. So now we got 4 ults going out right now. And Clark is looking for the flank. And he finds one. The Jet is down. And that cancels an ult. That Jet had an ult, and that was just canceled just like that.
Spike is planted, though, at a nasty recon from Albany's Sova.
Oh, and it looks like they're pushing in because of that cursed ult. And just like that, it's just the Omen. It's just the Omen. Where is he at? Allies defusing right now. It's a 4v1. It's a 4v1.
But Omen's not going to have enough time, and they're going to stick it, and that's going to be 7-5.
I don't think they even saw it. And I don't think they even heard it because he was behind the wall.
Scarface, Prada finds 2 kills through that wall. And
we tried to get him out at the end, but it doesn't even matter. We're up. We are now up as we enter attack side at 7-5.
Up by 2, but they can just kind of just run away now with this lead. Haven is unfortunately defender-sided.
I will agree with you on that.
So this is gonna be rough for Point Park to try and run away with this gap, but I believe because I am a Point Park pioneer. Woo! But here we go. Starting off with the game, starting off with this round, Point Park is up by 2, and if they can have a really good pistol round, they could run away with the eco to win the next 3 rounds. So
that's what I'm hoping for actually too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, we saw the first pistol round of this match was a win. Just like that, we stayed back from that Sova dart right now.
Trading is going to be very important.
And we do find him.
Gets a dink on the Jet. Jet is like nearly 1 shot right now. They don't have a Sage to heal.
Don't have a Sage to heal. They don't have anything to heal, not even a Sky.
This is very interesting. You would have usually, I forgot to mention this before, even before the game started, you would have liked to see a Sage in Haven. Because that's kind of, I mean, I would say that's kind of the go-to for a lot of teams. But now, I mean, we're not seeing this Sage in Haven, which the wall could have been very beneficial to block off Garage, so to say, or block off B completely. So
just like that, we're rotating away from A main, and it looks like we're going to be going through C and trying to catch them off guard. That is definitely going to be very crucial. Cursed creeping up through Garage right now, trying to see if anybody's here.
Don't want to get hit by that KO knife, though. That gives a lot of info for you, Albany. And now we have the smokes down on C.
And Clark does find him. And just like that, they're going to be pushing in onto C site. And then
30
there we
seconds
go.
left.
30
45.
seconds left. Planting. Now we got to watch flank.
But now Point Park playing like Albany did for C. They are all playing on site. But now we have Astra playing at the C long, and there's 2 playing in Garage. Yoshi finds a pick.
Some trades are happening. Oh, Celsi is not able to get it. It's now... Oh, we love to see it.
They don't check the corner. 1v1.
It's a 1v1. Spikes down. Creep is playing the timer right now. He does have the shock. He puts it out. Did the Sova get hit by it? We're about to see.
Not a lot of time left. Oh,
and he gets
and he finds him.
He gets them.
Wow, what a nasty play from Albany. Nearly got, I believe that was 4 picks. Could have been an ace. 4 duns. I mean, that kid played phenomenal in that round, but Point Park able to run away.
Corner. Yep. They didn't check the box corner. And Creep was able to get a kill off of that.
Yep. I mean, it was almost like that situation at Lotus where they have the site, they run around with the knife, and you end up getting picked off because you have the knife out. That's as I said before, that is a terrible feeling. It's happened to me a million times because I'm a silver player, but it's okay. It's all right. Anyways, just back to the scene at hand.
With that pistol round, that gives us a good push into the second half. We are now 8-5, and that is a push we need. Yoshi getting very comfortable, just rushes A main. However, Curse does find Duns, however, without the sacrifice of Celsi. It's all still tied up. Yoshi finds 1. The trades are even right now. It's a 2v3 right now. We got to be careful. We were able to push up. However, Spike is down in sewers right now. So we got to be a little bit more careful. Yoshi does get picked off. Creep finds him. It's now a 1v1. The other one's just in their spawn. So now it's going to be Creep versus Jet. And they find him. Oh,
wow. What a play from the Jet. Solid play. Smoked out. It's kind of sprayed and prayed with the Spectre. That was rough around Point Park, but they're able to bounce back, even though they did buy on that round. So it does hurt Point Park.
That's going to hurt for this bonus round.
Just a tad bit, and a great round from you, Albany, but it's okay.
That's going to hurt, I will say.
Still
because
winnable.
We did full buy that.
Albany, I mean, this is a very close match compared to compared to Lotus. I mean, it's as I said before, it's everyone's going back and forth. You guys can see it almost looks even right now between Point Park and Albany.
We gotta find our momentum though if we want to have any chance of keeping our lead right now.
If Point Park runs away with no momentum, I mean, it's game over. We've done it multiple times. Point Park is very strong. Once they get that momentum, it seems like that train just does not stop.
Exactly. And that's the kind of momentum we need to find right now to just tuck this second match away and try to win this game overall. Just like that, Creep's coming in with a frenzy, that glitch pop frenzy. We'll love to see it. Does get picked off by the Vandal, though, from Duns.
Definitely would have liked to see a smoke on the C orb in order to kind of just protect Creep. And now Pokemon Trainer finds himself a pick on B.
Oh, and Celsi does get doubled with Sova and KO. Yoshi's free on A site. Just as I say that, the Omen finds him. This is tricky. It's now a 5v1. Clark with the classic. I believe.
I believe.
This is comebackable.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there's head dinks. There's head dinks.
Oh, but the nasty blind.
Nasty blind.
And that is going to be a team ace from Albany, and that is going to boost their economy by 10-fold.
For sure. And that is kind of the pit that we did not want to fall into.
Hey,
we are able to full buy.
Exactly.
So if we want to keep our momentum up and we want to keep this lead, this is a vital round for the Pioneers. If they want to keep their lead and stop this momentum train from Albany.
Albany does have Sova ult, but we are getting close to Yoshi and Creep having their ultimates.
Creep is only 1 away. Yoshi is only 2 away. And Creep in Yoshi terms, that's not far away at all. So we got a Sova Dart. Yoshi does get tagged with it.
Oh, but I did not take
the
in the jet factor, the jet op.
Yep.
And Omen finds a pick going through mid.
Oof.
Here we go. Now, I mean, Point Park is now just stopped in their tracks and almost they're trapped.
They're trapped a little bit. Clark with that Doodle Buds Phantom. Love the Doodle Buds Phantom. Love that. Creeping around C right now.
Gonna slow push up C, maybe to trade each other out.
Omen does smoke him off. Clark's gonna have to smoke back a little bit with that. With those smokes.
Oh, and the KO knife, so they have.
KO does creep out. Selzy does find them. However, they're gonna be rushing into C site now. What's gonna be the play here? Spike initiating right now. It's a 2v4. Play together.
Oh wow.
And Pokemon Trainer just finds the other two, and just like that, diffuses.
Pokemon Trainer, he just, I mean, no disregard, no respect for the smoke, swings out and just finds himself 2 kills. It's just an interesting play. I mean, an amazing play by you,
Albany.
Albany.
Now we're tied up.
Tied up, but is it really tied up now, Mason? Jet has the op, and we saw the op and what it did to Point Park while they were in Lotus, and so this is
going to be tricky.
I mean, the game is basically reset now. We've been going back and forth now, but now it's 8-8. It's a new game, basically, and these next few rounds are gonna either be you sink or
you swim.
Sink or you swim. And so it depends now on just which team, who really wants it. But it's going to be hard because Albany, they have a lot of eco. They have the jet op now, but we also have Soval. They could possibly get an early pick instead of playing for the post plan. Just take out the op. But now what you really don't want to do is let Albany run away with this eco. That's something that's happened. It happened in Lotus, and we saw what happened with that. It's looking very, I want to say it's looking very grim for Point Park. They're going to have to try to play for the trades, maybe do a full-on rush, but it's really hard, especially with this Omen. Their Omen is very, I don't mean to mention him so many times, but his timing with the blinds are just at the perfect moments when they're trying, as soon as Point Park tries to push into the site, you get blinded, and then you can't do anything. And so it's just great utility uses from Albany.
Sticky situation per se for Point Park Pioneers right now,
and especially with the KO knife as well.
We're definitely gonna have to save this time around, but we can't let them take off.
Definitely
we cannot let them take off. And just like that, Yoshi freely gets in there, feeling a little bit more comfortable. However, he's got to be careful. He is still down on eco.
Yoshi's just not stopping with those momentum.
And Sal peeks in that corner there. And just pushes back out. And we are on. Oh, and Pokemon Trainer does get down from up top.
Sova ult now.
Sova ult. And Selzy was just able to get out of that. However, everyone, and I mean everyone, is hurting. Yummy finds Cursed. Selzy hits him a little bit. However, Creep is at 20 health with a Sheriff right now, and they just rush him. And that's going to be a round for the Pine.
An interesting fast play from Point Park that we thought that was going to work out. I think if they got the pick fast enough on the jet, that would have been looking really good for Point Park. But Chamber, Pokemon Trainer, he just jumps out of heaven, disregards the smoke. Again, there's no respect towards these smokes that Pokemon Trainer has from Albany. He jumps down, finds himself a pick, and that kind of startups Point Park a little bit. And so it's really rough. And it's funny, as I said, it was like, yep, 5-stack push might be the play for Point Park, but that obviously didn't work out for them.
I mean, with eco, you really got to have to take those short distance fights.
Those trades.
And so we definitely took that into advantage. So now here's the thing. We're full buying. The most amount of credits that anybody on our team has is 1,100 credits. That's not high at all. And just like that, Sal gets pissed by Frenzy. We have to hold on to these guns. We have to win this round if there is any hope of us bringing this match back out.
Just cannot let Jet just find these solo picks with this op. It slows down everything as soon as you get picked by that ult.
Just like that, we push out of A main.
Point Park has full ultimates. They all have ultimates, so they could very well bring this back in a 4v5.
They just got to time it well, and they just got to synchronize together. Make sure we know what we're doing a little bit. Yoshi
But here we go.
Holding out B right now.
Point Park got a full standstill.
Oh, and here comes all of the util.
Yoshi trying to make space. They're going to do a full push on B right now. Yoshi still has ultimate.
Yoshi still has ultimate.
The Raze ult is very important.
And we're going to be planning on B. Spike's planted. It's a 5v4 situation, and we're on B side.
Oh, but the KO on B side makes everything so difficult now. Turns into straight 50-50 gunfights instead of using util. But
we do find the heads. We find the heads. It's a 3v2.
Oh, but the jet op.
Oh.
1v1 situation.
It's a 1v1. Cursed is left by himself.
The KJ ult is there.
We got the KJ ult. He's playing for time right now. We don't know if we want to waste that just yet. KO is shooting out. Cursed. Gotta stay calm right now. Gotta make sure they don't defuse.
When KO's sticking, KO does have it at half.
KO has it at half.
Time is
They're
running
pushing out.
Whoa, and he finds
Cursed with the headshot. That's a round we needed to win.
9. And we also preserve the KJ ult for next round. This is just, oh my goodness. If you're not, I mean, stay in the stream. This is going to be a very intense game.
Close one.
Possibly overtime. I might even call it. This might be an overtime game. This is a very intense second game. Both teams are just fighting constantly. It's a matter of who wants it more, man. Oh my goodness.
We have all of our arts available right now, and they don't have any.
They got rid of the ultimate.
They did get rid of the ultimate.
They did get rid of the ultimate.
And this is going to be very, very crucial. We managed to tie it up, and we still have the credits. However, we need to maintain that eco in order for us to make a huge push.
Jet has no op. Now, hopefully has no op. They were still could have still bought an op. But now, Point Park, I mean, they're slowing it down. They're playing default right now.
And Denunz does find a kill on Yoshi, unfortunately, and slow us up a little bit.
Oh, but now Pokemon has the op. This is very interesting.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So 3 of our men are down, or 2 of our men are down, 3 remaining. And that's going to push us back into our spawn even more. Clark gives Spike to Selzy. Just like that, we are pushed back.
Definitely in this situation, I thought it would have been worth it to ult that chamber as soon as you get that recon, just to get rid of the op. But
and Clark does get hit from the KO knife, but Selzy does find the Sova.
3v4 now.
It's a 3v4 now. Just got to play careful. Just got to play the angles. Clark smokes them out and pulls them out and hits them in garage with Clark's util.
Matches like these,
looks like we're going to be hitting up B yet again.
30 seconds
looks like we're going to be prepared for a B push right now.
A double star on
on the link from B to A. Scarface does find Clark, and trades happen left and right, but now it's a 3v1. Has the spike.
No time though, 12 seconds.
He has 12 seconds. He's just got to push in and kill everyone, or is he just going to save? And it looks like he's going to save. KO goes into the corner. He's definitely getting rushed out right now. Doesn't have enough time. That is going to be a round for Albany. However, is he going to be able to keep this Vandal? And it looks like it.
So they're going to let him keep this Vandal. I would have thought they're going to let him keep this Vandal because now, unfortunately, Albany, I believe they are running 2 ops. They have the Jet op on A, and now they have the Chamber op on C. So it makes those sites just very hard to push, and also the eco. I mean, as we can already see,
with that round win and them saving those ops, that's definitely a sticky situation for us to come back on.
It's hard now. They're stuck in eco round once again for Point Park, not able to full buy.
And yet again, it looks like we're going to be pushing in here.
As you can see, Yoshi just playing with absolute confidence.
And yet again, Pokemon Trainer has the op. And they're just getting flashed out in garage right now. But Selzy and Clark both find kills.
Find themselves guns as well.
And Yoshi finds a gun as well. It's all tied up now. Up. And Yoshi does complete the trade.
Oh, but Yoshi's able to find the pick on C-Long. Now you have one playing in C-Long, which is the Omen, and we have no idea where the Jet is.
The power of the Fishy Vandal. The power of the Fishy Vandal.
Oh! And Sal finds
that's a team ace.
A nasty
It's 11-9 right now.
11-9.
That's a hard one.
It's a very important round.
It's a very important round.
For Point Park, Albany just, I mean, the timing, their timing has been just immaculate, especially with these trades. But Point Park was able to find trades. A lot of crazy things happened in that garage. We had a KO pop flags out of the smoke to try and find himself a kill, gets traded out from Point Park, and it was just a lot of, I mean, again, back and forth, but they're just running away with these gunfights.
They're
just
gonna
winning
run
these
away
gunfights.
with it, it seems like. Just like that, they're gonna be running up A yet again. And it seems like their util is always.
Oh, when he finds
However, Sal does get hit by creep. That drops an op. That
and
drops
now
an
we're
op.
looking at absolute rush, and all ultimates are used, and this is looking like a 5v4. All ultimates are used. They get the post
Spike is planted.
park. And they also have the Sobal. It seems like Sobal is going to try to play his ultimate for the post plant. And we have the drone going out now to scan the site.
This is very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. A lot of util, a lot of the initiator.
KO pop flats with the blind. I mean, what can you do against that?
And Yummy does find 2 kills. Oh my god, and just like that.
Goodness, and an insane retake from Albany.
Retake.
Was not
Selzy
expecting
is
that at
all
all.
by himself. Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
And he, the KO knife Selzy.
KO knife Selzy, getting rid of his ult.
I mean, tough round.
Gets killed by him
again,
at the end.
I might even say that like their MVP right now, as far as utility goes, is the Omen. Omen and this KO, the pop flash with KO along with the Omen blind. I mean, what can you do? You can't even play the site at that point. You're just blinded constantly. It's not like you can swipe Omen's blind, which makes the blind so good.
Just like that. This is match point right now, and we are struggling with credits. Somebody's going to have to go Bulldog as we buy light shields.
And they're still able to buy the op, unfortunately. And we have, I mean, there's no ults. KO knife pushing up on B.
And it hits Yoshi.
Pushes out a B. I mean, now we're looking, Albany, they're just pushing out to just grab picks.
They just want to put this game in the books, and they just want to be over at this point. So they're going to be pushing out, it seems like. But we're staying back. We have to play those angles, and we just got to get a lead on them.
Who would have thought that this team, this Albany team, they forfeited their previous matches, but they come out with just a phenomenal style of play.
Curse does hit Yummy, and just like that, it's all even. It's all even now.
But here we go. Now,
Omen
4v4.
Does get tagged over on C site.
Still don't know where this KO is. Could be pushed up in mid. 45 seconds on the clock.
KO's dead.
Wow.
Curse got KO. But we have 40 seconds left, and we are smoked out by Omen. So we got to be very careful right now if we want to make any kind of push
we would have liked to see a rotate from Point Park there. Still at the standstill, but it seems like they're going to commit the C.
They're committing the C right now. Location gets revealed. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
Selzy
finds one. However, the ult does hit him. It's now 2-3. Creep has spike. Curse does get hit by nuns. And now it's a 3v1. Does get hit by the shock there, unfortunately, and does get found out. Finds one. Oh, and there's a whiff from the jet. Creep able to find it. Oh, and it's off.
2 ops, it seems?
It's 2 ops versus Creep.
My goodness.
Oh, they're jump peeking him right now.
Trying to no-scope him right now.
They're trying to no-scope. Oh, Yoshi. Oh, I mean, Creep finds Pokemon Trainer. It's a 1v1.
They have
half. They have half.
Oh, and no. It's
Sal switches to the Bulldog. Is going to finish the rest of that. Spike the defuse.
That would have been a crazy 1v2 to keep just to keep Point Park in the game. And I'm a loss for words. I'm so surprised.
That's right.
At just Albany's performance. First of all, I mean, wasn't expecting that. That was just absolutely crazy. And I think, but kind of just going through these plays, I think I would have liked to see the Creep. I want to see a Creep play. You know, this is
Creep definitely went.
He played really well. He played very, very well.
Creep did really well in this. He was definitely, it seemed like the anchor. He tried to hold out on sites, stuff like that. There was a lot of times when he was left the only one being alive, and he was able to get kills at the end.
It seemed
especially in that last round.
Like he was left alive on.
I mean, look at this 1v1 that he's left with. Over on Omen's with the Omen. And the Omen tries to jump peek him, and Creep does find him there.
Nasty shot.
Definitely performed well on this Haven.
Yeah,
map.
but definitely, I mean, even in Lotus 2, there was a lot of times when he seemed like he was the only one alive, and he was getting multiple picks where he was the only one alive. This was it was very rough overall for Point Park. It was a matter of trades, but I mean, the main thing is eco. Albany they were running away with Eco. Like that was crazy. By the time the fourth round is done, you're looking at an op, you're looking at full loadouts for almost the rest of the game. They definitely controlled a lot of this game when it came to Eco wise, and Plain Park wasn't able to keep up, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, there was so many good moments. I mean, there was just ping-ponging back and forth. We did get some pistol rounds.
Yes, I would have liked to see.
Which is something that Point Park has been struggling with a little bit, especially with the teams that we've been winning up against, was winning the pistol rounds.
Yeah.
And we finally got a pistol round. We got a lot of clean pistol rounds, honestly.
They got a lot of clean pistol rounds, but they weren't able to.
I mean, look at this. At the beginning of the match, Selzy finds Scarface Prada, and then Cursed finds two of them with the classic. I mean, they held out A side very clearly right now, and then they found the other ones.
A smooth.
I mean, that was just a flawless play, and it seemed very promising at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
However, when Eco's not on our side, there's nothing we can do.
But then also they would win the pistol round, but then they would lose that very next round, and then going into the third round, they would either win the round, they would win the bye round, but with only 2 alive, and so they're not able to kind of contest that third round to where the other team, Albany, is able to full buy. So it's just it was very rough, and
there was just a lot of we just got caught in a lot of money situations.
Yeah,
they were on top of us when it came to util.
Very aggressive. They were able to win a lot of gunfights.
Blinded, we got pop flashed. I mean,
their timing,
everything.
Their communication with their utility and their timing with their utility was absolutely phenomenal. Especially the KO. I was not expecting just to see a lot of plays from the KO. It seemed like as soon as the KO does the pop flash, plays are made, trades are made. I mean, they had very swift retakes in Haven towards that second half of the game. It was just it was rough. Loss. But we're gonna have games. Stay tuned for this week. We will have a game on Saturday. Not sure
what time yet. Time is still to be determined. However,
it's being currently rescheduled.
If you catch us on Instagram, if you catch us on Twitter, if you definitely watch our YouTube shorts, we will update you guys with times when it's happening.
And also stay tuned because the league season is going to be starting up in, I believe, the first week of April. So that's going to be exciting for all my league lovers. You'll be seeing that. This
guy will be on top of it.
Yes, you'll be seeing that, and you'll be seeing Gale as well. We will be casting for that. That's going to be an exciting season. But yes, stay tuned for this Saturday's game. It could possibly be Saturday night. From what I hear,
probably Saturday night. Yeah, it's probably going to be one of the final matches.
Yeah, but
we're going to be seeing from
final matches of the season, which they're running. It should be 4-2 if we win on Saturday, which we're definitely going to be winning on Saturday. That's no doubt.
Oh, we're winning. We're winning. We're coming back from these losses. We're coming back.
Yeah, we're going to be bouncing back. It's a learning experience.
We're bouncing back.
As always. And Point Park is known just for their resilience on these losses and learning and getting better from these games. And so fantastic match against you, Albany, as well.
GG's all around.
Yes, GG's all around. I mean, who would have thought, as I mentioned before, who would have thought that a team that forfeited their past matches, they come out guns blazing, playing off the roof.
It's impressive.
They were definitely ready. They were definitely ready to play, and so that was just a phenomenal performance from Albany. But so here we are. Make sure to stay tuned in. This is Ricky coming over you, and this is
Billy Bob Joseph, aka Mason.
And
Have a lovely night, Pioneers. We'll catch you next time.
We will see y'all.
Peace.
Bye bye.